Find cosecant x if sine x plus cotangent x cosine x equals radical 3. Well, I don't really know about this yet. The one thing I think whenever I see cosecant is I know that cosecant is the same thing as 1 over sine. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. For now, what I want to do is I want to see what I can do with this equation. So I think I'm going to bring that down here. My favorite thing to do is write everything in terms of sine and cosine. So I already have sine and cosine. So cotangent, though, I can write that in terms of sine and cosine. I know that cotangent x is the same thing as cosine x over sine x. So I'm about to make that substitution right here. So that's going to give me sine x plus cosine x over sine x, or times cosine x, is equal to radical 3. Now I'm noticing that I've got cosine times cosine, and look, this is like cosine x over 1 if you need that to help you see that you multiply straight across cosine times cosine and sine times 1, if that helps you. Anyway, that's going to give me sine x plus cosine squared x over sine x is equal to radical 3. That's what I'm going to get when I put these two together. Now, one of my strategies is to see what happens if I have a fraction being added. I try to get like denominators and combine into one big fraction and see what happens. Just see what happens. So in order to get like denominators, that means I need a denominator of sine to match this. Okay, I need there to be sine x down here. Alright, now I can't just do that unless I do the same thing in the numerator. Okay, as long as I put sine x in the numerator and denominator, I'm really just multiplying by 1, so I haven't really changed anything. Okay, now let me give myself a little bit of space over here. I think I'll draw a line. In fact, I think I'll erase this. Okay, so let's keep going. So now sine x times sine x is sine squared x. So I've got sine squared x over sine x plus, and I'm just copying the rest of it, cosine squared x over sine x is equal to radical 3. Okay, well, now I have like denominators, so I can combine these into one big old fraction. Alright, keeping the like denominator. So I'll have sine squared x plus cosine squared x all over one denominator of sine x, and this is still equal to radical 3. Now look at this numerator. That needs to start jumping out at you as our famous Pythagorean identity. Okay, see this identity right here at the very top, sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. That is your Pythagorean identity. Okay, have that in the front of your brain throughout this unit. So whenever I see sine squared x plus cosine squared x, I know that's equal to 1. So that entire numerator will just become 1 over sine x is equal to radical 3. Alright, now so far I just followed my common sense and worked on the equation and just did anything I could. But now's a good time to stop and look back at what it is we're trying to find. We're supposed to be finding cosecant x. But guess what? Remember right from the beginning, we remember that cosecant is 1 over sine. Well, just so happens that that's what we have right here is 1 over sine. That means this is, in fact, cosecant x. So cosecant x equals radical 3. So that's why the answer is going to be D. Let's go ahead and do the official reveal. All right, get that good satisfaction.